soon as that hits, I'm going to hit this button.
Yep, I hear you.
Not over YouTube, I don't think. I know it's you always will hear me on Zoom. Zoom I won't mess with. I leave Zoom the way that
Yeah,
it is, and we can talk.
I don't hear anything on YouTube.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Monday night, June 2nd already. Unless your name is Jake and it's June 3rd. No, it's June 2nd. No, it's Tuesday the 3rd. Hold on. Hit my phone. I said, hey, read that for me. What's that say? Oh, yeah, it's Monday the 2nd. I haven't probably seen. Yeah, longer. I got the same thing on my Windows 11 machine. The YouTube notification about YouTube does not allow ad blockers. Yada yada yada. X. It still works. The ad blocker's still working. I'll probably get dinged for that, being the massive creator that I am. But oh well. What can I say? Um, Welcome into Ken Style Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Style Live. They are Bill, Rich, Greg. Don't bother me. I'm eating. Jeff Ryman, Darren Gilholm, Chris with Max. Hello, everybody.
Well, just for you, I shut off my ad blocker on your YouTube stream.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll get a whopping 7 cents now. Maybe eight. Maybe eight.
Well, that's better. I thought maybe 7/10 of a cent.
But I've gotten quite a few of those actually. It's kind of depressing. I mean, when you think about it. Long Dog says, I haven't seen that in chat in a while. Hello, Nida. Now, Travel Farm Nida is got a live stream going right now under her other channel of 90 Cooking Show. That's it. I'm done. Going to bed. Good night. But yeah, Long Dog, I got the same thing. And I just X'd out of it. And there's some weird things going on with the internet right now. Let's take a look at chat as I learn to speak and walk and talk at the same time. Tony was first. Rick Lakes was second. Greg was third. He says, "No way." I don't want to break the bad news to you, but you were third. I was in making my dinner blacket forest ham on rye and ranch pasta salad. That sounds really good. That whole dinner sounds really good. Tony Wallace says, "Yes, wait." Oh, oh. Jeff Ryman says, "Hello, everyone. Samantha Do or Samantha Doe?" And I'm not sure what the pronunciation is. Hopefully, if she's here, I'll get clarification. But hello, Samantha. Welcome in. Good to see you. Susanna Morgan, proud single mother, joins us again. And we got the like and a dot this time. Not the turquoise man, but a dot. And of course, Long Dog is here. And Nida is asking, she says, "Hello, Ken." Nida's here. Yep. And she asked how you guys are doing. So, yep, I know I've still got your stream running over. I've got two streams that I'm monitoring over here on the Windows 11 machine, one of which is Nidus. Avon Nation Official. Hello, Sir Ken. There you go. See, I've been knighted. Good to see you. Fert is here. Hello, Fert. Good to see Fert back. Which such an odd name, Fert. But I'm getting better. He says hello to me and hello to everyone. Um, oh wait, did I miss something about buying gold? Who's buying gold? Oh, he's buying 1.5 pieces of gold for his what's left of his entire
Long
life
Dog was
savings for
asking if he ought to buy gold, and it's not for me, but I don't advise anybody else what to do.
They say that's about the only thing that doesn't depreciate in value. I mean, that's what I hear. I don't know. Yeah, if gold
Well,
goes up enough, I'm pulling my teeth. I'll be pulling and feeling. I'll be getting some gold now.
I have a very good friend who 25 years ago was into gold, and he said he bought gold futures and made $50,000 one year.
Wow.
Next year, he lost $50,000.
Yeah. See, that's That's why I don't invest. I
People
mean,
think gold has some intrinsic value, but it doesn't. It's a commodity.
right,
Commodity
correct.
prices fluctuate.
Right, eh? Yeah. Ferd asked, "How are you?" I hope he's talking to me. I'm doing all right. I will start my new job on Wednesday at 5 o'clock for orientation, which is really weird because my hours are 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I'm really hoping, and mark my words, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go to orientation Wednesday night, and they're going to expect me to be at work 6 o'clock Thursday morning. I've actually gone through that. I went when I lived in California. I became a security guard at a retirement center before I became a nurse, and I had orientation that afternoon, that evening. Okay, orientation ended about 8:30. My shift was scheduled 11 to 7, and I figured it would be 11 to 7 the next day. It was not. It was 11 to 7 that night. I was like, wow, really? And they were like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm not prepared for this. I came to orientation. So my fingers are crossed that that's not the same thing. In hearing your initial input, Jeff Ryman, just interested in hearing your 2 cents. Yeah, I
It's worth 2 cents.
wait. Long Dog's taking 2 of my 7 cents. Oh, anyway,
I'm going to just gave him the standard advice for people that when they ask what to do in the stock market. Buy an
don't.
index fund, leave it alone.
Well, yeah, it's a long term deal. I mean, you put your money in,
You'll
and
have fluctuations in the short term, but it will go up in the long run if history is any guide at all.
very true. I mean, you know who Dave Ramsey
The
is, right?
people who lost their ass in the Great Depression initially, but who had enough wherewithal to hang on, made their money back eventually, and then some.
Eventually, sure, sure.
But
Um,
eventually is the key word here.
yeah, I've talked about it a little bit off the camera and when we're not live about. I
Hmm.
really wish I knew how to invest, and my biggest fear is it a monthly investment? Let's just say I'm going to invest in Rich Rogers in point whatever he runs, and I invest initially $1,000. Am I going to be expected to do that every month? That's my fear.
No, buy something and
No?
hold it. If that's all you got.
Okay.
Buy
Well, when I
something.
get your 7 cents, I got
Look,
plans.
Warren Buffett, what he says, buy a good company and hold it. But
Apple, Disney.
well, it wasn't my choice.
Comfort
My
time.
financial advisor back around 2008 or 9 said, Jeff, I want you to buy a little bit of Apple every month if you can afford it. And I did. And since that time, on the average, it's gained 37% a year.
Not
But that
bad.
is not
That's not
normal.
normal. Sure, sure. Um,
Now, then when I said recently, well, I wish you'd have told me to buy 10,000 of it and 20 years before that.
right, right. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I'd have bought 10,000 of it at the time of the original little Apple things.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd have bought it back, if I'd have put in $10,000 back then, I'd be worth 10 or $20 million now.
Dad, I finally
But
found you.
but
What?
uh, but you can't count on that.
No,
You know,
no, you can't. Um,
my
yeah,
old
I mean,
financial advisor gave me another piece of advice. Said you ought to buy some Citibank stock. Put in a couple thousand. It promptly tanked. You know, but buying individual stocks is a crapshoot.
could be Bank of America. I mean, look at all the stuff they've been through.
Yeah, well, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously, if I do decide I'm going to do anything, I'm getting a late start in life on it. I probably should have done it 40 years ago when I was 26 and not 66. But at 26, you just don't. At 26 in the military and a family, you don't think
I
about
mean,
that stuff.
well, you don't. I mean, and you have to have some disposable income. Uh,
Yes, yes. I
what
will
they
be
call
right
the
back.
model of compound interest. When I was working at Oak Ridge, we had a young fella come and work with us one summer. He's working on his master's degree. And for whatever his circumstances were, He was like maybe 22 years old, and he had $25,000 in stocks already and mutual funds already accumulated at
Mommy
22
and
years.
daddy or his?
His.
Wow.
I don't know
Wow.
how he got there, but unless something happened to him, I mean, we're talking late 1980s, and the market's gone up on the average 9 to 10% a year since then.
Ski
And he,
Man 21632 is in chat. Oh, Ski Man. Good to see you.
so anyway, you got to be adding to it as well. I got a late start and still ended up doing fairly well, but I was fortunate in that I had a little pension from another job when I came out here to Vegas, and I was well paid and I had some disposable income. And I got fortunate and I got some good advice. And
I think it really boils down to that exactly what you just said. You got some good advice. It sounds
the
to me
first
like
broker I had back in Knoxville gave me shitty advice. I won't
yeah.
say his name because I don't want a libel suit. But his entire investing philosophy was to churn, as they call it, buy and sell, buy and sell. He makes commission every time.
Well, sure, sure.
And
And of course he's going to promote that because, like you said, he makes commission,
yep,
and
he was
that's
vice president of Morgan Stanley Dean Winter office in Knoxville, which no longer exists and has not existed for 20 years.
speaking of. I know this means nothing to nobody unless you're from Indianapolis, Indiana, or Martinsville, or Mooresville, or Eminence, or in the surrounding area. There is a restaurant that is a cafeteria style restaurant that's been down in this city, in Mooresville, for at least 80 years, maybe closer to 90, but I know 80. Okay. And I only know that because of my age and the stories I've heard
Mhm.
of prior to me being born. It's going out of business. Its last day will be this coming Sunday. And I haven't found out
It's a
why yet.
it's a
What's the
long
name
time
of
for
it?
a cafeteria style restaurant to last. Those kind of went out of fashion. I mean, not long after I got married, which
Yeah.
was 50
Gray
years
Brothers,
ago.
Chris. Called Gray Brothers.
There
Um,
is one that's in Georgia. That's Jeff might remember it. If he ever, I think you said one time, Jeff, you used to go to Augusta. It's called S&S.
S&S, I've heard of them.
It's over near the hospital and all in Augusta, but the headquarters is in Macon.
But I remember, I can't think of its name.
And then there was a Morrison.
There was a little cafeteria place in Muskogee, Oklahoma, where my parents hosted both families, which is the traditional thing to do before you get married. And then the same thing, there was a place here in Las Vegas when we got here, I don't know, 30 years later. And they're both gone now. I mean,
hmm.
cafeteria style.
I actually like that food
I worked
there.
when right out of high school. I worked at a cafeteria place. It's called MCL, and it was a booming business back then. I mean, we're talking
Yep.
70s and 80s, but oh my gosh, it good food too. But
Mhm.
I heard it on the news earlier tonight. I was waiting on my car to get back so I could go play a round of golf because Jake called me and said, "Hey, you want to get in a late round of golf?" I said, "Of course." I mean, I'm never turning golf down unless it's snowing or raining or tornadoing or whatever.
Where you have to
And
work.
well, work will be 6A to 3P, so I'll be able to play golf in the late afternoon. And in the summertime, it gets dark around 9 here, so I could get off at 3 and I could get in 18 holes of golf if my body will let me do it. The Drifter PH is in the house. Mabuhay! Or as we used to do it, Mabuhay! We don't do that anymore. Good to see you, Drifter PH. Very good to see you. I'm going to scroll back up here and chat and maybe get back far enough I can because I meant to do this a while ago and I didn't do it. And I don't know if she's still around or not, but I just made Samantha Do or Samantha Doe, and again, I'm not sure how, a moderator, standard moderator, so she can post her channel's link and promote anyone else that she would like to. Again, I've got enough good moderators to take care of the riffraff, as some people like to call it. So,
Well, if Homer
update on the
Simpson,
last pass. Well, for one thing, it's not last pass. It's go ahead, Jeff.
say if Homer Simpson shows up with his dough, don't make
Dope,
him a moderator.
dope. Yeah. Watch, somebody will create a name. Brian Lightfoot will
Oh, I
go make
know.
a quick Homer Simpson. Uh, anyway, the RoboForm debacle is just about all caught up. I got the last six that I could remember done today. Two of them went. Two of them literally were a phone call. Yeah, we can help you with that. And within 2 or 3 minutes, it was done. I was really impressed. Um, and T-Mobile, I was impressed with because they went above and beyond the Call of Duty, and they were like, "We see a note here about your email being changed, yada yada yada. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?" And of course, I did, and they were like, "Well, that can never happen." I'm like, "Well, you say it can never happen, but it happened." And they were like, "We are looking into it." So I don't know what's going
Have
to come of it.
they? So they haven't restored it yet.
No, I'm restored. It's back to me, and it's
All right.
back in my name, and it's back
So they're
on
still investigating how it happened.
how it happened. Right, exactly how it happened. So
What email was it, Ken?
I'm not going to discuss it over the live stream, Chris. I'll tell you
Oh,
after the stream ends. Um, and then got a little bit more done around the house. And then Jake called and he said, "Let's get it 8. Let's get it 9 because there's no way we're getting an 18." So what we did is we played the front 9, and then we played 1, 2, 3, and 9 because they're laid out to where you can play 1, 2, 3, and then play the 9th hole on back. So we played 13 holes. I know I won. I have no idea how much I won by. But when we played the last 4 holes, I went par, bogey, par, and I had a putt about this far for par, and I missed it. And it was
Ooh.
so, and it wasn't because I missed it. I kid you not. There was a little speck of dirt about the size of a nickel right in front of the hole, and both of us went, "What?" It hit that dirt, and instead of rolling over the dirt, it kicked to the right and didn't go in the hole. It was a frustrating, laughable moment. But anyway, Bloody Hell sent you a pic in Zoom. Oh, okay, I'll check it here in just a few minutes, actually.
Uh,
I am running an experiment of sorts tonight, and it is 10:17, so let's go ahead and hit this button and see what happens.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tea. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
and earlier in there,
Do what?
I just saw that list of names roll by, and some of us who commented earlier weren't in the list.
That's what I'm kind of looking through right now. Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't see.
I mean, I
Okay,
only
so
made one. Well, I made 3 or 4 comments tonight
I'm
from
gonna
Long Dog and saying
I'm
hello,
gonna
but
put the
my name
timestamps
wasn't in the
on.
list. So is it only grabbing X of the most recent comments or something?
Well, the stream has to be live, so Susanna Morgan was on there. I saw her. I don't. Did I see Long Dog? I don't remember. I don't. I will go back and look at it again. I
Not that it really makes a rat's ass whether my name's in the list or not.
well,
I'm just
I want it to
curious
work
about
right.
whether
I
they.
mean,
Well, it just struck me that there were a lot more names than got shown. That's
yeah.
all.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
And
All
I'm
right, I'm
left
going to end
out.
it. I
And
want
I'm
to keep it
left
under
out. Well,
20. So join me on
that's my
Zoom.
fault.
Cased out Zoom 00. Good night.